Rain slammed against the cabin windows as Ava pulled at the rope around her wrist again. Her breathing shook. The lock on the door rattled. He walked in slowly. Tall, silent, covered in rain and dust. Ava stepped back instantly. "You can't keep me here forever." The cowboy removed his hat and tossed it onto the table. "Didn't say forever. You kidnapped me." "No." He stared directly into her eyes. "I saved you." She laughed bitterly. "From what?" Before he could answer, thunder exploded outside. The lights flickered once. Then darkness swallowed the room. Ava froze as she heard footsteps moving closer. "You should be afraid of the men looking for you," he said quietly. "Not me." A match lit between his fingers. The flame illuminated sharp blue eyes and the scar across his jaw. Ava swallowed nervously. "Who are you?" "Rat." He placed the lantern on the table. "You hungry?" "I'd rather die." Cute answer. He untied one of her wrists. "Eat anyway." Ava rubbed her skin angrily while watching him carefully. Every movement he made felt dangerous, controlled. He handed her a bowl of soup. She slapped it from his hand. The bowl shattered across the floor. Silence. Rhett slowly looked down at the mess, then back at her. Ava's heart pounded harder. "You gonna punish me now?" He stepped closer. Too close. "You think I enjoy this?" he asked softly. "Keeping women hostage?" "Keeping you alive." Their eyes locked. For one dangerous second, neither of them moved. Then distant gunshots echoed outside. Rhett instantly grabbed his rifle near the door. Ava flinched. "What was that?" "They found us." Fear finally crept into her voice. "Who?" Rhett loaded the weapon calmly. "The men your father sold you to." Ava's face went pale. "No, you ran before the wedding." "How do you know that?" "Because I used to work for them." The room suddenly felt colder. Rhett opened a drawer and tossed her a small knife. "If they get inside," he said, "don't hesitate." Ava stared at the knife in shock. "You trust me with this?" "No." He opened the front door slightly and checked outside. "But I trust him less." The wind roared into the cabin. Ava watched him carefully as he stood there holding the rifle. Dangerous, cold, but somehow standing between her and something worse. Another gunshot cracked through the night. Rhett cursed under his breath. Then suddenly, a bullet shattered the window beside Ava's head. She screamed as glass exploded everywhere. Rhett grabbed her instantly and pulled her to the floor. His body covered hers protectively. Ava could feel his heartbeat against her chest. Strong, fast, warm. "Stay down," he growled. More bullets tore through the cabin walls. Ava clutched his shirt tightly without realizing it. Rhett looked down at her trembling hands. For the first time, his expression softened, just slightly, and Ava hated herself for noticing. If this love story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more emotional romance stories every week. And tell me in the comments, would you choose a safe life or the person who makes you feel alive? The gunfire finally stopped. Only the storm remained. Rhett stayed over her for another second before pushing himself up carefully. "You hit?" he asked. Ava shook her head quickly. He nodded once and moved toward the broken window. She watched him reload the rifle with calm hands. Like this chaos meant nothing to him. "How many are out there?" she whispered. "Too many." Fear twisted in her stomach. "You said this place was safe." It was. Another loud thud hit the cabin wall outside. Ava jumped. Rhett glanced toward the back door. "We need to move." "I'm not going anywhere with you." He looked at her coldly. "You want to stay and let them drag you back?" Silence. That answer hurt more than she expected. Rhett grabbed his coat and threw another one toward her. "Put it on." Ava hesitated. "You could just let me go." "And you'd survive alone out there?" She said nothing because they both knew the answer. The storm outside was brutal. Mountains, mud, wolves, armed men hunting her. Rhett walked toward her slowly. Ava backed against the table instantly. His jaw tightened. "I'm not going to hurt you." "People like you always say that." Something dark flickered across his face. For a second, guilt. Then it disappeared. He reached past her, grabbed the lantern, and stepped away again. Stay close when we leave. Or what? Or you die. The cabin suddenly shook as the front door burst open. 2 armed men stormed inside. There she is. Ava screamed. Rhett fired instantly. The first man dropped to the floor. The second lunged toward Ava and grabbed her arm violently. You little runaway. Ava drove the knife. Rhett gave her straight into the man's shoulder. He roared in pain. Rhett crossed the room and slammed the man against the wall so hard the cabin rattled. 1 brutal punch. Then another. Blood splattered across the wooden floor. Ava stared in shock. Rhett looked terrifying. Completely ruthless. The injured man laughed weakly through bloody teeth. She still belongs to them. Rhett grabbed him by the throat. No, he said darkly. She doesn't belong to anybody. The room went silent. Ava felt her breath catch. Rhett released the man, letting him collapse unconscious. Then he turned toward her. His knuckles were covered in blood, his chest rising heavily. Can you walk? He asked. Ava nodded slowly. Good. He grabbed her wrist and pulled her outside into the storm. Rain drenched them instantly. The horses were tied behind the cabin near the trees. Ava stumbled through the mud beside him. Suddenly, another rider appeared through the darkness ahead. Rhett shoved Ava behind him fast. The rider stopped. Rhett! A woman's voice. Ava blinked through the rain as the stranger climbed off her horse. Tall, beautiful, dangerous looking. The woman's eyes landed on Ava instantly, then narrowed. So it's true, she said quietly. Rhett's expression hardened. You shouldn't be here, Sadie. Sadie stepped closer slowly. They sent everyone after you. Her eyes moved back to Ava again. All this for her? Ava noticed the tension instantly, the history between them. Sadie looked at Rhett with something painful in her eyes. Then she asked softly, Did you really betray us for a girl? Rhett said nothing, and somehow that silence answered everything. Rain poured harder as thunder rolled across the mountains. Sadie stared at Rhett in disbelief. You ruined everything for her? Rhett kept his rifle lowered but ready. Leave, Sadie. No. She stepped closer. You disappeared with their bride, killed 2 men, and now the entire territory is hunting you. Ava's stomach twisted. Bride. She hated hearing that word. Sadie finally looked directly at her. You have no idea what he's done, do you? Rhett's voice turned sharp. Enough. But Ava spoke first. What is she talking about? Sadie laughed bitterly. You think he's some hero? Rhett grabbed Sadie's arm hard. That's enough. Sadie ripped free instantly. Tell her the truth. Silence. The storm roared around them. Ava stared at Rhett. What truth? His jaw tightened. Then finally, I used to bring girls to them. Everything inside Ava froze. What? Rhett looked away. I worked for the men your father made deals with. Sadie folded her arms coldly. He was their best tracker. Ava stepped backward slowly. No! Rhett moved toward her. Ava, don't touch me. Pain flashed across his face. You lied to me. I was trying to protect you. You kidnapped me for them? No. His voice cracked harder this time. I took you because I couldn't let it happen again. Again. Ava's chest tightened. How many girls were there? Rhett stayed silent. That silence destroyed her more than any answer could. Tears burned her eyes instantly. Sadie looked away uncomfortably. Even she couldn't offend him now. Ava shook her head slowly. You're just like them. Rhett looked at her like the words physically hurt. I'm trying not to be. For 1 second, Ava saw something terrifying in his eyes. Regret. Real regret. Then horses sounded in the distance. All 3 froze instantly. Torches flickered through the trees below the hill. They're here, Sadie whispered. Rhett cursed under his breath. How many? At least 20. Ava panicked. We have to run. There's nowhere left to run, Sadie said quietly. Rhett grabbed Ava's hand. Get on the horse. She pulled away immediately. No, Ava, you lied to me, and you can hate me later. His voice darkened. But right now you stay alive. The torches were getting closer, men shouting her name through the storm. Ava's breathing became uneven. Sadie suddenly grabbed Ava's shoulders hard. Listen to me. Ava looked at her in shock. Sadie's eyes were serious now. If those men catch you tonight, death will be the kinder outcome. Fear slammed into Ava's chest. Because Sadie wasn't exaggerating. She could hear it in her voice. Rhett boosted Ava onto the horse quickly, then mounted behind her. His arm wrapped around her waist tightly as he grabbed the reins. Ava hated how safe she felt for one stupid second. Sadie stepped back into the rain. Rhett looked down at her. "You coming?" Sadie hesitated. Then, quietly, "No." Ava looked at her in confusion. Sadie forced a faint smile. "Someone has to slow them down." Rhett's expression changed instantly. "No, you know I'm right." The torches were almost upon them now. Sadie pulled out a revolver slowly. "I loved you once, Rhett." Ava felt his body tense behind her. Sadie's eyes filled with heartbreak. "But she made you become human again." Rhett looked like he wanted to say something, but no words came. Sadie stepped backward toward the approaching riders. Then she cocked the gun. "Go!" Gunshots exploded seconds later. Rhett pulled the horse around instantly. The animal thundered into the dark forest as bullets chased him through the rain. Ava looked back one last time. She saw Sadie standing alone against 20 armed men, still firing, still fighting. Then the storm swallowed her whole.